Perceive the fluctuations of the currents of time as they surge through the cosmos. The echoes of our actions ripple into the future, defining our destiny and sculpting our identity. The forthcoming decades, although shrouded in the mist of the future, have their roots firmly entrenched in the present, as all things do. We have integrated technology into the very core of our existence, shaping a reality that is as fragile as it is powerful. We have constructed machinery capable of mimicking the human mind, algorithms that map out our paths, and instruments that chronicle every breath we draw. As the Jedi trust in the Force to guide them, society leans heavily on this digital nexus, a reflection of our deepest desires and our darkest fears. The intimate bond between humanity and technology has become as inextricable as the bond between a master and their apprentice. Yet dependence on technology is a perilous game. It wields a double edge, capable of cutting us down where we stand should the blade turn against us. In the next decades, cybernetic threats will become as common as the swoop gangs of Taris. Privacy will be as extinct as the ancient civilizations of the Sith, and socio-economic disparity will widen as large as the chasms of Malachor V. These are the phantoms cast by our relationship with technology. This reliance on the digital will lead to an inevitable reckoning. The struggle for control, for understanding, for security will define the human journey. The line distinguishing man from machine will grow increasingly indistinct. This is the moment when our relationship with technology will face its greatest trial. Like a star on the verge of a supernova, it will either bathe us in enlightenment or condemn us to a never-ending abyss. The planet that we inhabit is another player in this grand game of the future. Its suffering, casually dismissed or exploited for personal gain, has reached a precipice. The evidence is as clear as the data on a holocron: climate change, species extinction, dwindling natural resources. The forthcoming decades will present an ultimate test of our resolve. Will we rise to the occasion and act as caretakers of this world, or will we persist in our role as its despoilers? I sense that this choice will not only determine our destiny, but the destiny of every life form that shares this world with us. Society, much like the Force, is in a state of continual flux. The struggle for equality and justice is as unending as the battle between the Jedi and the Sith. Humanity, in its arrogance, often overlooks that it is but a single player in the grand drama of life. Power, wealth, and privilege are unequally distributed, creating fracture lines across nations and societies. These tensions will come to a head in the next few decades. Just as the Sith cannot indefinitely stand divided, society must eventually choose between unity or self-destruction. The next few decades will see our world grow darker, more akin to the lower levels of Coruscant than the gleaming towers of the elite. The neon glow of progress will illuminate the inequality of our social structures. The wealthy will augment their bodies and minds with technology, pushing themselves into a different stratum of evolution, while the poor will be left to scramble for scraps in their shadow. Our cities will become a battleground for resources and power, with corporations controlling vast swathes of our lives. Furthermore, the synthetic beings we are so eager to create, will they be servants, allies, or masters? Therein lies another challenge for the future. Will we extend the principles of freedom and equality to these creations of ours, or will we fall into the same trap of oppression and control? The echoes of our choices will resonate in the millennia to come. The relationship between information and power will be drastically reshaped. With every citizen turned into a data point and every secret a commodity for trade, the ability to manipulate information will be the greatest weapon. In this era, the true Sith Lords will be those who control the data streams, manipulating the masses with a keystroke and influencing the flow of society from behind a screen. In the end, much like the Force, these trends are neither inherently good nor evil. They are tools, opportunities, and challenges. Our choices, our actions, they will shape the path we tread. Will we learn from the mistakes of the past, or are we doomed to reenact them? As I gaze into the future, I see a dark cityscape lit by neon lights, where human and machine are as one, and where information is power. a city that reminds me of Nar Shaddaa, a city that is a vision of our world, our reality in the decades to come.